Good morning, Lawn Monsters. How's everybody doing on this beautiful, not raining, freaking Monday?
It's beautiful.
It is. You know why it's beautiful?
Why?
Because you're in it.
Oh,
and it's not raining.
So cheesy.
That's not cheesy. I thought of that one. That was like a really good line. Like, you know? Yeah.
No, I think we're supposed to have good weather for the next couple days.
Oh, Tiki, why'd you have to say that? No, I did watch the weather also. Looks like Thursday the rain will return with a pretty good chance. But it's already still wet out here from just yesterday.
Oh, it poured.
Poured.
That's an understatement, I think.
Why all of a sudden we start repeating ourselves?
Poured.
Yeah, right?
Right?
Oh.
I don't know either.
Anyways.
Well, we should probably get started.
Yeah, do you want to talk about that whole two-cycle debacle yesterday?
I mean, it really... Guess what? It got mixed. I mean, whether you put the oil in first or the gas in first, it still got mixed. But typically, I do put the oil in first. I don't know what I was thinking. I think it might have been because I was being recorded and just kind of put on the spot.
Yeah, sometimes you don't realize you do things different whenever the camera's on.
It does. It's weird. But hey, it got mixed.
It did get mixed.
It works.
Let's get out here and get some work done, TQ. So I went ahead and dropped it down to 3.5, mainly because I was trying to stay up a little bit because this one was getting a little brown, if you see the brown blotches in it from last week. So I bumped it up and I tried to keep it at a 4 last week and this week, but this week it just wasn't touching enough that I liked it. A lot of the, you know, the little white flowers, weeds were staying there, so I went ahead and dropped it back down to 3.5. I think it looks better this way.
Monsters, take a look at it. Bam! Stripes. Looking good.
Oh, I love that little ball in the sky. About to knock these few out here. Alright, TQ's finishing up trimming. Got to blow everything off and we'll be on to the next one.
It's stitch day.
TQ's blowing through that ditch pretty quick now. I was able to get pretty close to it with the mower today because it's actually not that bad, surprisingly, here. Look at TQ over here, all being genius. There you go, there you go. Woo! See, that's what happens when you blow yourself off. Right?
I can't get my back up. Oh, there we go.
This doesn't look good, TQ.
No?
No, this don't look good at all. No, I'm not sure what to do to get more lawns. I'm not sure if I should go full-time. I'm not sure if I should even start a business. How do I go about starting a business? And just questions like that in general. So real quick, I just want to say, if you have any doubt in your mind whatsoever, you need to start small, okay? That's why I always push the whole not getting a lot of debt, because people get a whim all the time, okay? Some people are like, oh, I'm going to do this, and they do it for a week or two. It's kind of like a diet, you know? You start a diet, you're really, you know, into it for a week or two, a month, whatever, and then it kind of loses that luster. You know, you realize you're going to have to put the work in, and then, you know, it's something you don't want to do. So that's why I always preach, don't get a lot of debt. So without doing that, what do? If you got a pickup truck, a car, whatever you have, it doesn't matter. All you need to do is to get started is get lawns first. Make sure they're small lawns that you can manage with a push mower, a trimmer, and a blower. That's all you need, guys. Really, that's all you need. Once you start landing more and more accounts and you realize this is what you want to do, this is what maybe you're leading up to down the road. Maybe you have a full-time job now, but you want to work for yourself. You want to own your own business. This is the same exact thing you still have to do. You have to start small, build it up, build it up, build it up. Unless you're going to buy somebody out completely and buy their business and go gung-ho into it, which I don't really recommend. I mean, unless you've been doing this a while and know exactly what you're getting into, start small, fellas. Work your way up. You know, push mowing lawns, push mowing lawns, push mowing lawns, and then you get 10, 15 of those you're doing on the side with your full-time job, and then you get it to the point the following year or that year, whatever, and you got 30 lawns, and you can make just as much money profiting. You know, you have to profit there that you would working for someone else. And then you have to take into account the winter months. What do you do in the winter months? Well, as you guys know, we do snow removal. TQ also has her cleaning business, which she does year round, but she still brings an income in the winter from that, so that definitely helps also. And then I have a small little business that I kind of run on the side. I don't talk much about it on here just because it's not to the point yet where it's anything that I really want to put out there. But, you know, you have to make sure you're making income at all times. All right, monsters, so I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but I was putting the mower back on the trailer and I noticed a few drops of oil underneath the deck, right in the middle. So I started inspecting stuff, and I'm looking here, and I mean, I can see it looks like a little oil up in here, and then you can see more from the top. But I cannot figure out where it's leaking from. The oil level looks good to me. Now the mower is hot. I didn't notice it till I was done mowing, but the oil is reading good right now. And it read good this morning when I was at home before we left. I'm gonna swing it up by belt and let them take a look if they got the time, just to make sure we don't have something catastrophic going on this thing, because the last thing I want is to have a mower go down right now. That wouldn't be good.
Just leaving belts. Picked up some supplies.
Picked up stuff for the next oil change. We got about 30 hours before it's due. They figured out what was happening is basically it took 70 hours, but somehow or another that oil filter worked itself loose. So as you guys know, they just screw on. I mean, maybe just a little bit of a turn, but it was just enough where it was just a couple drips hopping out of there. So they got me taken care of really quick. I appreciate that. Thank you, Patrick. And Sean, I believe the head mechanic, Sean, he's out for a while. So I hope he does better if he sees this video. And you guys know, Jim and Rachel in here, they're freaking awesome at Belts Lawn and Garden. You ever need anything, come in here and check them out. Gotta have them good trimming skills around these rocks, boys. Now, why did she just come out like that? How many of you guys know? She did that because I can't get my mower back in there far enough. Blow a little water on her. Did I get you? You need to cool off, TQ. You're too hot.
Just look at that technique. Look at it. Just look at it. I taught him well. Blow that car off. This up. Blow off the porches. Whether you know it or not, grass flies up onto the porches and everything else.
What is up, lawn monsters? It's me, Miley, and Hatman. And we're the little monsters. Look. Oh yeah. Let me tell you a secret. This is my dad's hat. And we're the little monsters checking in and saying, keep mowing, keep growing, keep making money, boys. Thank you, bro. Talk to you later. Mommy. Wait.